all of this stuff can go away. Your ability to walk into any store and just simply purchase something that you need, food, gas, whatever. All these things can go away, but it's up to us to maintain it. Because I'm an American, right? I've let go of my connections to the past. I'm not a Mexican citizen. Those properties and stuff, yes, they belong to our family, but there's no hope in us ever getting that back. There's no hope for us ever enjoying that property or that stuff. Why? Because of the way the culture is over there with the cartels and all of that stuff. It's very hard from where we're from to even say, well, one day we're going to go and sell the house, or one day we're going to go and stay the weekend. There's none of that. So we have cut ties, basically, with the past. We are now Americans. My mom is an American citizen. My dad is an American citizen. He was so excited when he took his test. He was practicing, all of it. He was so excited when he became an American citizen. All of those things, all of these experiences, from what we eat to how we treat each other, to our ability to work, to open a business, our ability to communicate with each other, our ability to defend ourselves, our ability to speak to our representatives, my ability to go to a city hall meeting and voice my concerns, my going to a football game, all of it, from what happens in the hoods to what happens in the uppity neighborhoods, whatever, the rich people, the poor people, New York, California, the South, Texas, Chicago, all of that experience, whether good or bad, all of it is American. And we can say, okay, that is who we are. That is who we are. Now, I want to be the best person that I can be to my neighbors, to my family, to strangers, because I choose to be. I got rid of the anger, and all of that stuff that I used to rile in back in the day. I was mad, I was angry, I was an addict, all these things. I got rid of that because there was nothing good in that. I decided I wanted to be a better citizen. I wanted to educate myself. So I started reading books. I started reading philosophy. I started, learning about scriptures, gotten into history. This desire for me to better myself took me in the path that brought me to Plato, that brought me to history books, that brought me to the scriptures, that brought me to philosophy, that brought me to wanting to do this show, that brought me to wanting to do this podcast, that brought me to coming here to you often and speaking of ideas and things about the way we live and about the way we probably should live and about our past and about stories that I've experienced, stories that my family has experienced, in the drugs and in the gangs and myself, because I was an addict and all of these things. I bring all of those stories to you because that experience that was my experience is also your experience. And we can, the more we can see that our experiences are similar, no matter our color, no matter our backgrounds, no matter where we came from, all of our experiences are similar. The sooner and the more that we can see that part of it, the easier it would be for us to have compassion on each other. Forgiveness also is part of the story because our family, our American family, has done bad things to each other throughout time. We've hurt each other many times. Each other. Whether it's governments, cops, whatever. We hurt each other. We have hurt each other in the past. But we are getting to a point where we are realizing that, we can't hurt each other anymore because this is our family. And if we are to survive, to prosper, to keep on, we need to figure out. We need to figure it out. We need to figure out our problems. We need to communicate our problems. We need to figure out some answers to what's going on in our family. Because we are a family. And just like, even though we don't get along with each other sometimes, I will defend you. Even if you don't think the way I do, even if you don't, worship the way I do, whatever, I will defend you with my life. I will put my life on the line for you, for your family, for your children. Because you are my brother. You are my sister. We are a family. This is the American family.